Alright, hello everybody. This is going to be a regular raid, player 6800, and in this video I'm going to be kind of testing out some stuff. At the end of the video I'm going to be talking about mods, so stick around for that. So first off, this is the first raid I've done without doing the suicide trick. Probably the first time in forever. I mean, I always do the suicide trick, so I had somebody suggest that doing the suicide trick could possibly be why I keep getting crappy bases, which kind of makes sense because, you know, they're supposedly judge how you do on raids and then give you a raid based on your performance. And if you're dying on raids, obviously you suck. We're going to keep giving you crappier bases, so that makes sense. But I've also had people say in the comments that no, they don't do the suicide trick and they still get crappy bases all the time, just like I've been doing. So I did not do the suicide trick last time, and I did suddenly get a decent raid. I mean, this raid isn't awesome, but it's decent. So I'm going in for the core. Compared to all my other raids, this one is a good raid for sure. So there could be some truth to that. I have to keep testing stuff out to know. And that's me being ridiculously stupid. I got pinned in there between those two stoves, whatever they're called, campfires, whatever. But that's me trying to hit that wall, and I couldn't do it because the stove was in the way. And I'm just kind of poking around to see what else this base has to offer. I did not bring a military backpack, so I was planning on doing the suicide trick on this one. And that's unfortunate, I can't get through. So I'm going to start popping some of these open, and melee weapons. And that's a good thing because I am burning through my weapons so quickly. These hunts, the hunt for mods is just really digging through my weapons so fast. Couple circuits and a tank of gas. Yeah, I'm like doing zones, you know, back and forth doing zones, and I'm just burning through my weapons and armor. I've actually been doing the oak zone a lot and trying to test that out, since some people are saying the oak zone's better than the winter zone. I don't really believe that's necessarily the case. It's definitely a little cheaper on the energy, but you really burn through your weapons and armor versus the winter zone, so it's a trade-off. As far as the actual loot being better, I don't see it. I really think it's just luck. I mean, you can get a whole bunch of mods just going to the pine zone. You know, I've heard people saying that I just go to the stone zone or the pine zone, I get a ton of mods, and other people are like, oh no, it's at the winter zone. And so I think it's just really luck. It could be that the zones you need a chopper for are a little bit better. That would make sense, but I don't really know. My last several big trips up to the winter zone have really netted me not a whole lot of anything. So, you know, I'm not convinced of anything at this point. So that's me testing out melee weapons on a raid. I haven't done that much. I've just kind of had to try to separate the guys to avoid getting hit too much. Found some armor. And in here we'll find guns. Oh my god, it's been forever since I've seen a gun on a raid. It's not some huge jackpot, but I very much appreciate it. I desperately need those. So this is me making the mistake of the old method of, oh yeah, circuits are important. They're not important anymore. I have 50 of them. So you'll see me correcting that in just a second here. That's actually what I'm taking home. And I'm about to die, so my next raid will not have the lack of a suicide trick to aid me, assuming that actually works. But I'm going to be trying out the next trick, which is overindulging the raiders. So you'll see that at the end of the raid here. And I'm just going to gear up a little bit here. I need a gun. Excuse me. And I need my backpack, and I need some first aid kits because I didn't find any yet. just modifying up my shotgun, excuse me. And I thought I was going to leave here with the way I'm loaded out, but you'll actually see that I went back in because I remembered that I lost my speed glitch. So I'm testing out the idea of restoring my speed glitch mid-raid, which is scary to me because I know that doing things outside of just going right back to the raid can cost you your raid. So I was a little nervous, but I decided to go ahead and take one for the team. So I went back to the base and I got geared up. I got the axes that I almost forgot about. And then usually I go to a red zone to get the speed glitch, but I'm like, well, I don't have any energy, and let's just go ahead and do this in the green zone. So I'm doing a little swap out there with the skull crusher and the saw blade mace. And it takes me a while to find the second chest. It was actually right next to the first one, but so it was a little unfortunate. But at least I'm in double speed, so it doesn't take that long for you guys to see me do this. Pow. And I'm looking around like, where did it go? Come on, there's always at least two of them. And there it is. All right, so sorry for the delay there. Swappy, 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 swappy. So I think I got about to a 61 there. And the raid is still there. So that's good to know. At this point, I decided what I wanted to do was run the big one around to try to open some more of these small boxes. So I'm going to be loading up here. It's been a while since I've had a good raid, so I kind of got a little sloppy here. What I should have been doing is storing some of the stuff in my body. That is the normal procedure for doing a raid like this. You store stuff in your body so that you can get to it quickly and you're not running around too much. That clears some room, so when you're opening chests and the big ones on you, you can just easily you can have room and grab things quickly. So I kind of screwed up there, but it didn't really matter when it was all said and done. So still getting situated a little bit. And I'm making my path for the big one here. And here we go. And there's 100. Now I just got to take care of the abominations, which I'm a little sloppy, but shotgun is definitely a good thing here. You don't have to worry about the noise, and it's pretty quick, especially the critical hit. That little mod I got there on the handrail is so nice. It's the critical hits and the speed of it. It's just I'm really looking forward to finishing up the mods on the shotgun because that's a nice one. And some leather. So I'm actually really happy to see leather. Part of my problem with running out of weapons is that to craft weapons, a lot of the better weapons require leather. And I've been doing a good job of killing deers and whatnot, but I'm still burning through it pretty quickly. So that's just me running the big run around and being very sloppy with the speed glitch. It's just difficult to control like it used to be. Used to be, you know, a lot simpler. I almost got pinned there. That would have been terrible. And back in, and just some water, some first aid kits, nothing I need. I've got plenty of that back at home. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Run, run, run. Whoa, it's a good thing. I see That's me struggling to get around that small box. It's like, thank God that he wall glitched out there. And I would like to get those, I assume there's iron and steel in there, if anything, and there probably was, but it was just too hard to get to in the amount of time I had. So I abandoned that cause. It's always risky drinking water on a raid because you can just suddenly have to pee, which has happened to me more than once. So I'm just kind of like double checking and getting loaded up since I did a bad job of stocking up my body. And a little wall glitch action there. So there's 2 more chests in the top left that I'm going to go for. And I believe there's stone in here, yep. And a couple quick chops. And, oh, struggling to hit it. It's because I'm out of a hatchet. So let's grab another one. Run, 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 run. Go, go, go. And it's a big fat nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and try this last one here. Whoa. And I just saw the ticket, so I hit take all. Wasn't the best job of timing that. And here I am back at home. So, let's see what I did here. Yeah, this is the sum total of my raid. Not terrible. That plus 3 other guns of VSS, and I don't remember what I had. This is what my current weapons look like. Usually these things are completely stocked full of guns and melee, but thanks to this mod update, it's just, I'm burning through them so quick, it's pretty sad. So I'll stock up a little bit with what I got on the raid. And so this is me testing out the new theory that giving them more stuff is going to get you a better raid. So we'll see how that goes. They only wanted 1 aluminum wire to be a seems true. So I'm giving them way above and beyond. And none of the stuff I could care about, one bit. So that was quite a big assortment. Aluminum plate, C4 explosive steel bar, no thank you. Engine part, no thank you. Except that, what do the raiders want? They want the dealer. So by not doing that trade, that means I'm not going to get another raid right away. It's going to end up taking possibly 3 days before I get another raid. So that's the trade-off of not doing that kind of a trade. I mean, I could do it. It's not the end of the world, but it's just so expensive for probably another boy puppy. All right, so here's my recycler. I've been trading in my extra blueprints at the bunker and not getting a lot of good results with it, but those 3 I don't particularly care about. And let me actually go back a little bit here. That's just me showing off my loot. And let me get back over here. So the lenses, I have 10 lenses so far, and 4 are the carbon fiber. I had a whole bunch of factory parts, but I used them up, which I'll show that. So I have been throwing a lot of full quality guns in here. But the lenses, I've only got 10, and a lot of those came from me recycling just about every camera I had. Lenses and carbon fiber are the 2 big deals. The factory parts aren't so difficult to get, but it's something to be cautious about. I'll throwing in another full AK. I have gotten 2 or 3 blueprints out of there. So let me pause some of this. So for the Glock, I've got the extended mag, which is it's the best one, so I'm happy I got that right away. And that's it. For the shotgun, I've just got the light handrail, and that's a good one. I can't complain. The AK, I'd really like to do this one, but it costs 5 carbon fiber, and I'm still waiting on it. I don't know if I'm going to get a better mod before I actually get that 5th carbon fiber, but this is a good one. So the drum, I forgot what it's called exactly, with the one below it, I don't think is any better than this one from the statistics. Now, I don't know how the statistics work on this. I'm still waiting for a good chart from JCF or somebody like that. But you notice how it says durability +3, critical chance. That stuff doesn't seem to mean a whole lot. It doesn't really match reality. What is going on here? Okay, hopefully I didn't run out of memory. That stuff doesn't seem to match reality exactly. Like for instance, an item can say damage +2, and then when you put it on your weapon, you get like no increase in the damage shown. And then another item will say +2, and you'll get like 2 damage increase. So it's like the pluses don't relate to what you'd think. They don't fully match what your expectations are. So I don't know what the actual numbers are, but those pluses and minuses are really vague. So don't look at that as a for sure this is going to, like, if it says 2 pluses, you're going to get +2 damage or something, because that's definitely not the case. Anyways, I'll keep moving on here. I got the mechanical sight, which I also... so the mechanical sight requires 4 lenses, and I'd like to do that. It's going to help, but, you know, +1 plus whatever critical damage, I mean, that's a good thing to add to my AK. It doesn't cost a lot except those lenses. So those lenses are super rare. They're very difficult to get, and I could get some great one that's going to require 12, and I'll so regret putting 4 into here. So I'm holding off on doing that, and I would definitely advise you guys hold off on those. The double muzzle brake is a pretty good one, at least as far as this stuff shows. Like, once again, it's hard to tell what that actually means, but I was happy to pay the price for that one. And today I just got the reinforced stock, which says +2 damage. And I don't recall exactly on this one, but I think this is one of the ones where I didn't see the damage increase one bit on my gun after I put it on. So I'll have to double check that, but like, this is like what I'm talking about. Those pluses don't always equate to reality. And I got the green laser, so you know my AK is starting to get tricked out a little bit. My VSS, I only got the increased magazine, the double magazine, and that's a great one, so I'm happy about that. And you know, once again, my SCAR, I keep getting things for my SCAR, and there's just trophy guns. So, but I'm happy I got the big mag on that. I got the silencer, I got the green laser. I just got the long barrel, but I'm not going to do anything. And the only thing I got for my M16 is the green laser, which, you know, it's great, but it's not much. I think this is another one where it didn't increase my damage one bit. I did get a rare mod for this today, but I decided I didn't want to use it. I don't want to do anything with this thing, so I went ahead and recycled it at the bunker. So this is the big one. So today I got 2 rare mods for this thing. They're the best mods you can currently get, and I so didn't want to do anything with the bow, and they both required a bunch of factory parts. But I got the polyethylene string, and says +2 damage, but when you put it on there, it doesn't do anything to increase your damage. But the bow is a strange weapon where, you know, depending on how hard you pull it, so I don't really know if it actually made it stronger or not, but you can't tell that just on the numbers it shows. And then I also got the large quiver, which is the best quiver, so that supposedly massively increases the durability. So I was really borderline, should I do this or not? But I'm burning through my weapon so quickly, I'm like, well, maybe I could use the bow in order to conserve my weapons. I'll start trying to learn how to use it at the bunker and stuff. And I did that today, and it's still a pain, just like it used to be. Like, frenzied giants just take forever. I'm doing 6 or 7 damage, depending on how right I time that. So I don't know, but I'm going to try the bow out some more. There's a couple more good mods I could get for it. Hopefully it increases the damage. Obviously there's the active mod that might do something awesome. So you never know, but that's just kind of what I did. And then nothing for the spear, but the bat, I did finally get something for the bat. Unfortunately, it's the weakest one, but I got the bat with bolts. So that increased it 2 damage, so that was nice. And then the only other melee weapon I've got mods for is the machete, which, you know, at least there's that. I got the billhook blade, which I wish I hadn't opened. And I accidentally put a hammer on that, which is even worse because I need hammers. Because I got the bone cracking blade, and this is the second best one as far as I know. So I'm very eager to do this one, but I need hammers, and it's just like back when I needed wrenches. It's so hard to find a wrench. I can't find a wrench anywhere, and the connecting rod, same thing. I'm back to that. It's like I cannot find a hammer. I did pretty much did the entire bunker last time it was open and didn't get a single one. This time I just did several floors and just got one hammer. So it's like back to doing that kind of junk. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting some melee up mods. I mean, that's the Skull Crusher and the Saw Blade are going to be a big deal, as well as the machete. Those are the 3 weapons I use all the time. So it's just, you know, so rare to find a decent mod for a melee weapon. I seem to find guns left and right, but not melee. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for what's going on with me and mods, and I think I covered everything. So, I did try the witch again, and the pools were there, so I don't know if I'm just going to have to blow them up, and that's the only way to get the version where you don't get the pools. I don't know if that's how that works, like you blow them up the first time, and the second time you don't get them, but I might try it again while I still got the speed glitch, but I still haven't got any bones, not that I need them. I keep hearing other people are finding them. They got 3 or 4 of them already, and I killed the blind one. I can't kill the blind one like 3 or 4 times since the update, and I haven't got a single one. So, all right, guys. I guess that's it. So I will see you on the next one. All right. Bye-bye.